I can do everything that I've done with what I have, you guys are the future deciders. You are going to change the world. Because look what I can do with just a high school education and a diploma.
When you were younger, did you know what you wanted to be in life?
I didn't know what I wanted to do at all, to be honest with you guys. All I knew as a kid is that I had like a really vivid imagination. I think being in Virginia, because we didn't have as many options as someone in a bigger city, you just don't even consider the fact that you could do or be whatever you wanted to be. And that, to me, that's the flaw in the system, because somehow our teachers were telling us that we could be anything we wanted to be, but it didn't resonate with me at all. I never, it's like that goes in one ear and out the other. It's like, you don't even consider it to like blow it off. I just remember always being curious. And so that's what kept me on the path of just sort of exploring, the arts, as in music and visual arts. You need to first figure what you really, really, really want to do. Do you want to do it because you're seeing someone on TV look like they're having a lot of fun? Because I could really honestly give you just my last week and how I've, out of a week's worth of hours, probably only slept maybe 10 hours. That's how dedicated you got to be. So is that really what you want to do? Let's go backwards. Think about what you love to do. And think about what no one would ever, if you could just, your bills will be paid, but you could just do what you love to do all day long. That's probably where I would start. I seemingly stumbled into what it is that I did because I was curious about it, but now I realized it wasn't a mistake. I didn't fall into it. I was chasing a curiosity and it sort of led me here. So as long as you love it and you're curious about it and it keeps you going, the job and the way to get on will show you how to get there. This really has to be about you, because if you spend your time doing things for other people, you're gonna look back and go, well, what about me? So if you don't pay attention to who you are, you cannot possibly be good to the next person. And if you could, ingeniously, it won't last for so long.
What advice would you give to a kid who comes from nothing?
Well, let's define what nothing is. When you say that you come from nothing, you're saying I come from nothing, like nothing. Do you know what nothing is? Nothing is a void. Nothing is deep space with no stars. Nothing is, it's not possible for you to exist in nothing. So there's no such thing as nothing. It's all relative. You have the same things that Bill Gates has. Because just like him, when he dies, you know what you're going to take with you? That's exactly right. So while the apartment may smell funny, while there may be pests and rodents, because that's what people generally relate to nothing, right? Come from nothing. And the car is a Hyundai, if there is a car. Imagine the people who live out in remote villages that have never heard of the iPod, but they're happy. And they would argue with you when you tell them that they have nothing. Nothing is a perception. So if your reality is merely just your perception and a perspective, these things are interchangeable. So first, you need to, when you say you come from nothing, you should probably reevaluate that and think about it. Because if you're not cancer-stricken and you don't have AIDS and you have your legs and your fingers, I would say you have a little bit more than what you thought was nothing.
Kami mohon bantuan teman-teman untuk subscribe dan like video ini agar bisa menjangkau lebih banyak orang lagi. Setiap dukungan dari teman-teman sekalian akan sangat berarti buat kami. Selamat menikmati konten dari kami. Semoga bermanfaat.